Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna show you 4 small changes that you can make to sound better in personal situations or professional situations. These small changes will help you to sound like a nicer, kinder, and more respectful person. So let's see what we can do. Here, let's start with sentences that you say. Very often, we tend to start sentences by saying, I want. But what we should do instead of saying I want is to say I would like, or the shortened version with the contraction, I'd like. Alright? Why should we not say I want? Because it sounds a little more childish, and sometimes it can sound like you're angry. Like, I want my money back. There's a time and a place to use I want, but not generally. Okay? So, for example, you should say, I would like to order a pizza. Okay? I would like to meet you at this time. Or I'd like. Now, I'd like. If you're choosing to say that, make sure you're saying the I'd like. Because otherwise it sounds like I like, and that is a different meaning. Okay? If we go to the other side for questions, it's the same words, same kind of changes. Instead of saying, do you want, when you're asking someone, say, what would you like? We can use this would you like phrase for when we are offering something or when we are inviting someone. Let me explain to you. For example, suppose I have a plate with some lovely cookies, and I could say, would you like some cookies? Or would you like some cake? Would you like something to drink? Okay, I could be offering a thing, or I could be arranging to meet you somewhere. I could say, would you like to meet at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Or we could be setting up a place where we meet. Would you like to meet at the coffee shop or at the mall? Okay? So you can use this to make all kinds of offers. You can also use this to invite someone. Would you like to come over for lunch? Would you like to see a movie? We're inviting someone. So, anytime you feel like saying, do you want? Start making that switch to would you like. You'll be 100% right, and wherever you go, you'll be 100% polite. So, that's it. Next, in a sentence, instead of using the words I can, change it to I could. So, for example, I could pick you up at the airport instead of saying I can. It has the same meaning, but it's much, much more polite to say I could. I could pick you up. I could help you. Okay? I could send you the report by this time. Sounds more professional, sounds more polite, and it will be appreciated wherever you are. Next, the same word but in a question. So you could say, can I? But usually we don't say can I as much as can you. So instead of saying, can you send me the report tonight? You say, could you? Could you send me the report by Friday? Right? It sounds much more polite when you're asking someone something. Could you meet me at 3 o'clock? So, can you becomes could you? And I can becomes I could. That's it. We will do some practice now using these polite expressions. Here we have some sentences and questions. Let's replace the ordinary words with more polite words. Number 1. Do you want some help? So, what can we change here? Do you want becomes would you like? Would you like some help? Number 2. Can you repeat that, please? What are we changing? Instead of can you, we could say what? Could you? Could you repeat that, please? Number 3. I want a large pizza, please. Again, not wrong. Let's make it more polite though. What could you say instead of I want? You could say, I'd like. I'd like a large pizza, please. Now here, because it seems like a very informal situation, we could use that contraction, right? I'd like instead of I would like. But whichever way you change it, it would sound more polite. Number 4. What do you want to do? Now you see, do you want is not always at the beginning of the question. It might be inside the question, like here. So instead of saying, what do you want? What could we say instead? What would you like to do? What would you like to do today? So remember that it can be inside a question as well, not just at the beginning. Number 5. Can you elaborate? Now I put this word in here because I think this is a very useful question. In case you're not sure what this word means, let's think about it for a second. You're at a lecture and then the speaker has a question and answer session. And you didn't understand a point and the speaker explains. And then you say, can you elaborate? Or can you elaborate on that? But instead of saying, can you elaborate? We say, could you elaborate? And elaborate means, could you please speak more about that? So it's much more polite in those kind of situations or in a business meeting, right? Could you elaborate on that a little? Good. Next, instead of, we want a taxi, please, which sounds like an order almost, you say, we would like a taxi, please. Next, can I let you know tomorrow? Somebody asks you an important question, but you want a little time to think it over. So you say, can I let you know tomorrow? But instead of that, how can you make it better? Could I let you know tomorrow? Could I let you know tomorrow? And the last one here. Where do you want to meet? This is an example where this expression, do you want, is embedded inside another question, right? With where. Where do you want to meet becomes, where would you like to meet? Okay? So, by making these 4 small changes, you will sound a lot more professional and a lot kinder as a human being. And these small changes really make a big difference. Okay? Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.